to another episode of Prime Time with Oddimus Prime. This week we're going to go back to the year 2003 and have a look at this Energon Optimus Prime, sometimes known as Superlink. Let's get to it. And here he is in all of his trailered glory. Now, if you listen to our weekly podcast or watch our weekly video, 84 to 24, 40 years of rolling out, you will know that recently we got to the year 2003, which is when this little lovely piece of gorgeousness came out. And if you listen to that, you will know that at the very first time I saw it, I hated this toy. I thought it was just dire. I didn't like the way it linked together. I hated the Optimus Prime cap. I didn't like the weird triangular, oddly shaped, whatever that shape is, trailer. I didn't like anything about it. And then I eventually bought one and sort of fell a little bit in love with it. It is an awesome toy. So we're going to have a quick look at him in vehicle mode, and then I'm going to transform him, and then I'm going to combine him, and then we'll have all sorts of fun with him. But let's start here. So the weapon that he comes with does actually store on the back of his trailer, just there. Now I'm going to be careful because I managed to ping the missile across the room the other day and nearly lost it, but found it, so that was okay. And you can still hook him back up nice and easily like that, and it's got a really quite satisfying rolling action. All the wheels rolling. Sometimes one or two wheels will just stay static, but that's fine. So if I unhook that and just pop this little hooking thing, just goes there, and we're just going to pop that to one side for a second and have a look at the actual bot. So unhook this. Now this is a toy designed to be a combiner and to combine with his extra bits, which we'll get onto in a minute. So he is, I mean, he's chonksome, isn't he? He's very much, I accidentally made him make a noise. He's very chunky, he's very big. There has been a fair bit of mirth about his side. His dad bod we'll go with. But transforming him is honestly one of the simplest things. Even I can get this correct. Oh, also, mini-con ports. He's got a few mini-con ports on him, which are super fun if you have an abundance of mini-cons from the Armada days. So, transforming him, as I say, is very simple. You just need to pop his arms up like that, both of them, easy peasy, and then pop out his fists. Nice satisfying noises, easy. And then his legs, they're tucked into this little bit at the back of his trailer. Just pop these down like so. Oh, this one's not ratchety. Okay, not to worry. And then this bit, you fold that in and then fold that up, and it just pops in the back. I keep pressing this button. I've only recently put batteries in him. I never used to have these with batteries in. It was just to show off the noises for this particular review. Anyway, his feet pop out like that, both sides, or he will not stand up. So that's simple, and that's pretty much it. He's got a bit of leg way moving. Arms pop down, arm pop down. Leave this bit, just leave it there. It's not really going to do anything. And then this bit is his little head. There's his little head. Hello. And look at him in all of his wonderful, as I say, dad bod glory. He definitely is a barrel-chested chap with some exceptional wheel kibble at the back there, and even a combined mode head kibble, just to give you the full kibble. Now, that's why he has the back feet, because there is literally no chance of him standing up without that. And the weapon can peg into his little hand, and arms bend, some nice solid ratchet work there, and that's pretty much him in robot mode. Not particularly exciting, not a particularly exciting transformation, and he's very chonksome. He is wide. Other things of note, really, his chest does open to reveal a matrix, but that is kind of part of the combined mode, so we'll get to that properly. Then there is a button on the side here, quite hidden, can't really see it too clearly, which makes that annoying noise, which we'll get onto again. It's got the same thing on the other side, but that's not a button. And he has a switch and a button at the back there to activate other noises, a noise for each of his drones, which we will get onto shortly. I'm just going to pop him to one side over here. Let's have a look at the trailer. Now the trailer, it's not very exciting, or is it? Interesting. So the trailer does actually have an alternative mode, but first of all you have these little feet that you can flip down for stability if you want to have it as a static little trailer. So chunky down, and it has a little radar dish that pops up, sort of akin to the radar dish from the G1 version, which is quite nice. You don't need to have those out, but the next thing you can do, the quite special thing I think, is you can just plop this over onto its side like that, and you then get a base mode out of it of sorts. There is this little piece that comes down here, which you could stand somebody on. I think Prime could probably stand on there if he wanted to, but it's going to be very unstable, so maybe not. So there's that piece, but then also you get to access the drones, which are all hidden in these little compartments. So let's start with, well, let's leave one in. So number 2 is the helicopter, which can just pop out of this little area onto the helipad. To make him into a helicopter, you just need to pop this little bit back there for a rear stability rotary thing, and then separate the rotor blades, and there we have a nice fun little helicopter. And if we flip it around again, we have, you can see 1 and 3 are in there and 4's in there. The doors open, but what you're supposed to do is use these little sliders here to launch them. Now let's have a go at this and see how badly this goes. OP1! That was very disappointing, wasn't it? Let's try that again. Let's try it quicker, swifter. Nope, that's about as good as it's going to get. Maybe with the door open, it will be a little bit more exciting. Yep, that hit my foot. That's definitely more exciting than not. So there is OP1. OP1 is a little fire engine, and he has a little ladder, and the little ladder extends out to be more extendy, like so, and that's quite groovy. And he also has what I assume is water jets, because it's a fire engine, that pop out, that can move from side to side there. So that's exciting. And then OP3 is the little drill dude. Now the cool thing about him, if we just aim down a little bit, there we go, his drill spins around as he moves backwards and forwards. Just a little friction driven thingy there. That's cool. It's very Thunderbirds, this set. I really quite, now, not at the time, but now quite enjoy it. And finally, what else are you going to need? You've got a drill, you've got a fire engine, you've got a helicopter. Obviously what you need now is a submarine. So before Shockwave became a submarine, we had this dude, OP4, who is a submarine. And that's pretty much it. Doesn't do anything. It's a submarine. Okay, so let's just pop these two down here and get this out of the way at the back here. Oh, it fits perfectly in that little gap. That's exciting. So now we have all 4 of these dudes. We need to combine them. So let's just take off Prime's gun And it's a very simple job. You make the arms straight, if you weren't already, like so. Put the fists away, pop that up to there like that. Same on the other side. Oh, apologies. And that goes up like that. Pop the feet away. And then we get this piece at the back here, which is actually his combined mode helmet. Just move the earpieces down. I forget the actual proper configuration, but I generally put them like that so it doesn't look like a helmet just stuck on his back. And then this just pops round. Oops. Stay up over his head like so. It's not the best of combined mode heads. I almost would have preferred a separate helmet or a separate head entirely. It does slightly evoke Power Master Prime with the additional sort of barrels to the side there for head gun, I guess. It's fine. It's not that exciting. So now what we need to do is take these things and make them into arms or legs. So it doesn't matter which order you put them in, but I've decided for the sake of this I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 on the right arm, 2 on the left arm, 3 on the right leg, and 4 on the left leg. Let's see how that goes. So pop the engine back in. This is going to be an arm, so we need to pull this bit down. Let's reveal the hand first. So pull these 2 bits out, and then the hand is in there like so. And then we just separate this piece. It was a bit jammed in there. And that then forms the hand like that. This little piece here does sort of get in the way, but what you can do is if you pull the arm down, you can pop it up there out the way and then move the arm back. So then you have a hand that is not impeded. So that is the arm mode. You've got the elbow joint there, and then we just pop that on there, click it in. I accidentally pressed a button. But if you want the full effect, if you select this little slider to 1, you get fire engine noises. Well, a horn. So next up is number 2, which is the helicopter. So again, we want to transform it into the arm. So we pop the back bit back, we pop the rotor blades back, and then we want to get the arm out. So we do the same thing. We flip these bits around the side, we flip that up, and then we unclip it here. Oops, didn't want to put the rotor blades all the way back. That goes down to there like that. Now the great thing about this is that it can be left or right. The thumb is in the middle, so it can be either way, and it looks exactly the same whichever way you want to go. And then he can have a rotor blade on his arm for rotor blading if you wanted to. This side, this bit stays out. You can't hide it. It doesn't have an additional joint to hide it in the same way you can on the other arm. So perhaps it would make a better leg. But I'm going with arm because that's what I decided. So then we switch the switch to 2 for dramatic noises. Helicopter noise. Let's do this one quite quickly. So the drill, we pop up here. Oops, we want that to stay there. We pop that little piece, the little cockpit piece up, and then we just flip the foot up, the drill up to become a foot, and that is literally that. And that goes in there like that. Let's make the noise of the 3. Yep, that sounds like a drill, doesn't it? And finally, this piece here for the leg mode, you just flip the front of the submarine up like that, and it's as simple as that. Now I do slightly regret not using him as an arm because he has the cool clamping claw, which is actually pretty awesome. And then we pop that, oops, into there. And I think I gave you a sneak accidental preview of the that noise. Here we go. Submarine noise. And there we have combined mode Energon Optimus Prime. Finally, pop open this to see the matrix, and lights up and makes a noise. And when this is open, you can just sort of squeeze that piece. And the LED flashes. How exciting. And then you can just pop his gun in whichever hand you wish. And he has weapon. And that is Energon Optimus Prime in all of his Energon Superlink Japanese version glory. This is the American version, so I don't know why I keep calling him Superlink. He is not Superlink. He is Energon Prime. And there we have him. So, in a slight spoiler for my next video, my retro review for next week, depending on when you watch it, may possibly involve this dude. Exciting. Anyway, this has been a quick look at Energon Optimus Prime. I have been Oddimus Prime. Thank you for watching.